take a look at all of the things that you do need to do, that you do want to do, right? Because you need to find those things. Obviously, if you were watching this, like, you're busy, you don't have enough time, and so maybe you're missing out on some things that you want to bring into your life, that you want to do on a daily basis or a weekly basis. You know, maybe you want to go to the gym more. Maybe you want to take a walk after dinner, but you just don't feel like you have time. Maybe you want a date day with your spouse. Like, I know there are things in there that you want to squeeze in, but you're just not able to get it done. I totally get it. I've been there. You got to just step back, right? And see what these things are. Because if you don't actually address what these things are and figure out what these things are, like, you're always going to have, like, there's that missing part of your life. And we want to move on and feel like that we're pretty satisfied with the things that we do and the direction that our life is going. And so doing these types of audit type things and just taking a step back, this is the way that you need to go to get to where you want to be. So we need to look at all the things so we have, everything that we're going to delegate, everything that we're going to drop. Those are now off of our list. Now we have left the things that we need to do and the things that need to be us, right? Because we got rid of some stuff. And then there's the things that are really important to us that we just don't have time to do. And so this is the time that you really need to prioritize what it is that you want to do. And if you read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he talks about it in great detail with big rocks and little rocks. And basically, you need to figure out what your big rocks are, right? You need to figure out what I like to call non-negotiables. And if you've watched our episodes, we talk about this a lot because it drives us crazy that people say they don't have time to be healthy and they don't have time to work out. And so this is something that we've really prioritized for ourselves. We really want to try to stay as healthy as we can for our kids, for ourselves, so that when we're older, we're not completely falling apart. We want to try to live the longest, healthiest, best life that we can. And so in having that as one of our guiding goals, working out and eating well is super high priority, super non-negotiables for us. So those would be our big rocks. And so those things are scheduled in before anything else. Also, for us, our kid events, the kids go to karate, one kid goes to these aerobatic circus lessons, other kid does some coding. So those are big things too. I think it's important for the kids to be able to go and do these types of things. So those things also are scheduled. And then we have some other things in there that are scheduled. We try to go to lunch once a week just to kind of get out of the office, kind of have a little date and do, something that's a little bit different. And so those things are scheduled. Those things are in there. Those things are our big rocks, and things aren't going to change those, because if you let all the little things of the day go in and change your day and rule your day, then you're not going to get those important things done, because it's going to feel like it's too much. Shoving a big rock into a little hole in your schedule doesn't work. But when you shove the little things in between the big rocks, it works. It feels better. So you really have to prioritize what's important and be honest with yourself. Don't say what's important to somebody else. What's important to you? What are these things that you really need to feel that you need to get done? And be honest with yourself. And so once you get those big things in, then you can start to let all of life, whether you have a business or, parenting, all those other things can fit into your schedule.